Um, let's talk about one more really fast. Well, two more. We've been talking about maneuvers and combos, and like planning out things. And if that's your cup of tea, high risk, high reward shit, then absolutely. But um, there's some things that just don't get anything. Let's talk about the gun tank. Look at his skills. Look at his skills of a support. High performance radar, high performance scope. This shows other people. This means you can zoom in. Data unit shows the HP of the enemy on everyone's radar. Increases or reduces respawn time. Shows enemy pilots that are on foot. Stabilizes when crouching. And then that's some space shit we don't care about. Okay? So that's what you get with a support. And unfortunately, you're going to notice that most supports don't have anything but these things. High performance radar, high performance scope, observation data link, frontline support, personal radar, and those, Let's find another support. Dragu is a little bit different. High performance radar, high performance scope, observation data, precision shelling. They get enhanced tackle for some reason. I don't know why. Special head buffer. So those are the two interesting ones for the Dragu. Zaku tank really doesn't get much. High performance radar, high performance scope, observation data, get it frontline support, personal radar, stabilization. Really, your only job is to go in and sit there on your scope and shoot at things. And it's like it's necessary because you need the observational data link, you need the extra respawn time reduction. But it's really fucking boring. Especially when you have the advantage over the raids because you can just charge whenever and just completely fuck up the whole. Like, you've seen how much time I've spent planning out the jump, the charge, the melee, the get out. It's just like one charge, you completely throw all that out the fucking window. It's a bit sad. What the fuck is this thing rigged down to? What do we have this? Let's talk about the Zock really fast. And this is the last one we're going to talk about tonight. And if you're curious, this is my this is what I call the action figure paint. So this is the regular Zock coloring, and I thought this looks kind of like washed out, especially for what I could remember. This is high gloss, and then this is kind of what I call the action figure color scheme. I feel like it's a little bit more close to the show. It's what I remember anyway. Very vibrant, very bright. So looking at the Zock is a really weird support because it's these two things, right? Mega particle cannon and the maser. Oh yeah, I don't have to take shit off. Okay, so looking at these two, heats up at 40%, so you're gonna get about 3 shots before this thing overheats if you're lucky. You can focus it for a little bit more damage, and then a 15-second overheat. So you can get 4 shots off if you don't focus them, and then you gotta let it recharge. The maser has a fucking bullshit. It's fucking focus 4 seconds. It's a lot longer than that. But it has to focus, and then it's gotta overheat. It overheats with every shot. It's 100% heat rate. And that kind of makes it a bit difficult. Now, these are 500 and 600 meters, so that's a very long range for a beam gun. So you've got that going for you. It's just you get a few shots and then you have to sit there and wait, or you have to like back up and wait. Looking at the support or the skills, everything you expect. You've got anti-stealth and anti-jamming on this one, so it's a little bit harder to sneak up on this guy. Just a little bit. There are also some skills on raids that negate these, so just keep that in mind. You're not going to cancel out everything. Special head buffer like the Zock. And then this one's probably the most interesting thing. You can reverse this motherfucker with a touchpad press. Kind of cool. Kind of interesting. Another thing to state, this is a Marine MS. None of these skills demonstrate that. And I'm not really sure it's even in the game, but it's there. So the way to build this guy is all range. And then we've got these interesting things here. And I can actually take off a lot of this crap because we don't need it. We can actually just put the firing on instead. Actually, no, wait. What were the other ones we needed? Not this first. Where is it? This guy. So where's the rest of them? Yeah, you kind of want these. These are really good for reducing that overheat, and these are good for reducing the focus. I think the overheat's a little more important, though, especially for the mazer. And then we can slap the focus ones on. And then get these bad boys in. And increase that delicious, delicious damage. And then the head for good measure. So we go back 12-second overheat, 4-second focus. Goes down to about 10 seconds and 3.8 on the focus. And it's even less for this guy. So that'll help things out. I should probably state for the record too, like 500 and 600, that's like most maps, like from one corner to another. It's a stupid amount of distance. Why is this 510 now? That's weird. And then if you'd rather go with, yeah, I'll do this one. If you'd rather go with more focus than overheat, you can also do it like this. Oh, I guess we should talk about the fucking claw, too. This thing's got a really good melee, actually. I guess we do that. It's always good. Yeah, the claw is actually really fucking good. Like, even the basic claw is 2,500. That's huge. Especially for a support. God help any fucking general that comes in your fucking attack radius. So now we're at... Now wait a minute here. Now we're at 3.2 for focus and 2.4, which really isn't that big a difference. I'd probably say the overheat might be more of a better choice. the big boy. So we can kind of see here we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 4 shots before it overheats. And then this is that big swing. So we actually get a little bit of a juice, a bit of juicy juice to that. Here's our forward. Here's the side. You know. Really cool thing about this is you can just do this touchpad touch, and we go whoop. Now it's not instantaneous, and honestly, if you have this thing set up for turn radius, it might actually be quicker. So you can't also move while you're doing that. So you're moving, you schmoving, and you stop. So that could actually be kind of bad. Now, cool thing is you can boost that way, and then if you realize, oh shit, I've overextended, you can then boost that way, which is handy. Looking at the reduced time on the Mazer, by the way, if you crouch and then get into your scope, most supports give you this stacking benefit. Now, one thing about the Maze, when it fires, we kind of get that nice blast radius. You can see how much quicker it is on the fucking overheat. So you notice the 4 diagonal lines that make an X on the outside of the reticle. When you're fully charged, you notice we're pulling in, and then they disappear. You're now fully charged up. When you shoot the Mazer, that's about as far as you can get it, so you can't really move it at all. And then you can do the same thing on these guys too. This is another one of those ones, like, let's kind of see if I can make this happen here. So we're trying to shoot this way, and we kind of got ourselves in cover. I guess that's not a very good example. Maybe this will be a little better one. Yeah, some of them hit, some of them don't. Because they're up on our shoulders, on the left and right. You gotta be aware. Especially when you're doing this crap. Like that, right? Not everything's gonna hit where you want it because you're not holding it out in front of you like this guy's beam gun. You kind of got it on the sides there. Apparently those beams are really good at staggering, but that's not really why you're here, you know. More of a side effect kind of thing. I set that building on fire. It's funny. And then let's, for shits and giggles, see what a full-powered Mazer will do. So, actually we could be really far back on this guy. About here in the corner. I've also noticed it's a good idea to aim low rather than up. If you aim up, they're gonna like stagger and fall over and probably fall out of the shot. But if you aim down, they'll probably fall over into it, like so. That's an easy 7,000 damage right there. Whereas if we aim high, you can see how some of that fell off because he's tipped over. You know, just food for the... Oh, yeah. Wasn't even zoomed in all the way. I forgot I can zoom. To my knowledge, the Zock is one of very few support MSs that can kill multiple suits on a single shot, particularly with the Mazer. If you've got a few enemies all grouped together, you can very easily hit a bunch and possibly kill a couple at once. This is pretty neat. I suppose it's got its uses for mostly just kind of getting out of dodge. You know, realize push too far, hit the reverse. That's interesting. Wait, let's try that again. So the reverse doesn't work when you're overheated. That's really interesting. Oh, it builds thrust, that's why. Also, you can't reverse while you've got the Mazer charging, unfortunately. Okay, you're gonna have to be pretty much Johnny on the fucking spot when you shoot the Mazer, because you're not gonna be able to correct it at all. Like so. No. I actually don't know what charging up does. Let's actually check that, and then I think we're done for the night. Again, I don't promise any streams anytime soon, but this was just something I wanted to talk about a little bit. Now let's try. So we've got a regular shot at advantage is 2600. A charged up shot 5300. Okay, I can kind of see the appeal here. But you only get 2 shots of those when they're overheated. Take that, you. I was going to do something with these. I completely forgot. Now I think I'm getting too sleepy. Oh yeah, I want to test how many shots we've got. So we can do 1. Okay, so you can get 4 regular shots off or 2 focus shots off. And then just like with the Mazer, you can't charge up and swing it around. You can do this though. That's kind of fun. You can kind of do one of these, so. That's fun. We have a covering fire kind of deal. Okay. So that was the Zocko 2, Zocko 1, Goof B, and Zock, and the Zock. I almost forgot about that one. The GM Dominance underwater equip also has a fist that knocks down anchor. What if it's just a marine MS thing? If I go get my Zaku Mariner, can it do the same? Because it's just got the blow. Alright, come here, you. I love the Zock so much. Alright, normal hit. I don't even know what to fucking aim this piece of shit. It's so fucking wide. Can we hit from here? Can I hit from here? I'm encompassing his body. That's not a fucking fist. God damn it. Yep, that's a knockdown. You're right, it is a knockdown. Side swing. Side swing. Knockdown. God, you know what's fun? You could just be wailing on a dude over here and just fucking turn around and start wailing on the guy behind him. Whee! And if I'm not mistaken, let's turn the A on. If I'm not mistaken, the Zock also has that thing where you don't get staggered from melee hits. Let's try it. No, you definitely get staggered from melee hits. What am I thinking of? Maybe it's machine guns. Because I thought Flow Through mentioned that you can just swing through other fucking... Maybe that's what I'm talking about. You can just swing through other melee hits. God, look at him. I feel like a fucking bully. I feel like the big kid at the lunch table asking for lunch money. It's kind of mushed against the wall. Oh no, there's an MS behind me. I love this thing. I absolutely suck at it. The fucking curse of the Zock is like when you play with teams, you're gonna sit back here and you're gonna charge your damn Mazer up. And then some dumb motherfucker is gonna walk right in front of you, right as you let it off, and take the entire 4-second beam right to the fucking back and get upset with you. That's the fucking curse of the fucking Zock. That's what you have to live with. Come on, get your fucking saber out. Come on. Ah, I missed. That's also the curse of the fucking Jiwagu, but it's not nearly as bad. Oh yeah. That stupid goddamn Juburo map is so crowded. Like you're kind of doomed to hit one of your allies anywhere, regardless of like where you're aiming or what you're aiming for. Okay, here's an experiment. Can we hit someone regardless of where we're aiming? So let's put our reticule over here. Yeah, you can just hit... You don't even need to fucking aim. Well, I guess that one. You really just don't need to aim this fucking thing. Oh, my hiney. This thing has Hank Hill fucking proportions in terms of ass. That's a Texan ass right there. That's fun. If it didn't take me 3 hours to fucking sort it, I would take this thing into a goddamn fight tonight, but I'm tired.